The past year we had quite a couple of interesting and a little bit horrifying, terrifying stories for probably every HR out there. First of all, I personally had a situation when instead of an actual person to the interview came AI simulation, AI generated personage that was actually trying to answer the questions and participate in interview as a candidate. And it was terrifying for us that AI is so advanced and can trick us so well already. Another one was obviously in each culture there are some differences, so it was quite surprising and a little bit tricky how to react when candidates maybe smoking during interviews or being in social settings that traditionally are not that appropriate for business meetings.
Every person who works in HR or possibly even in recruitment has a lot of stories with people, obviously. Most of the time they're okay, but there's always a few. There's always a few that make you remember them for completely different reasons. I had a few share of those as well. I remember there was a situation where we had a massive hiring for one of our departments and I had 3 unsuccessful rounds in a row. And it was not like spread out throughout the days. It was in the same day, like almost back to back, 1, 2, 3. And candidates were saying all the wrong things. Like they were okay on the first round and something happened in the second, as it sometimes happens. And I just remember just like one round I was like, okay, maybe we can still hire a couple of people. Second person I was like, okay, this is not going in the direction I want. And third one I almost like this, just already realizing that this is not gonna work out. And it's the end of the year. I'm already sitting defeated. And I remember I just say to my manager directly, like, I'm so sorry. And I just remember she looks at me like also with the same kind of defeated look. And she's like, it's fine. You will learn from this and you will never do it again. Oh, goosebumps, still thinking about it. There were, of course, interviews where people smoked, once more, again. But that's not even scary, that's just the level of nerve and audacity a person can have while having a first round interview for the company you potentially could work with and they're smoking a cigarette or vape. I consider myself somewhat patient. Like you really have to do a lot to get me out of my comfort zone. So I usually deal with that because at the end of the day I think, okay, I mean, this person should be okay, right? What could go wrong if he's smoking on the first round? So I think it's just human aspect.
It was quite a fun situation that during an interview there was a person, my childhood friend, person that I went to school with, that applied for one of the positions and it was tricky to reject.